I don't know if you know, but a bus turned over in Portmore today with a bunch of students in it, and one of the students, a student from Ascot High, was killed. Now everybody has been talking about this thing back and forth, but the one thing that I have not heard that I think somebody needs to say is this. My condolences to the family of that student. From the bottom of my heart, I mean it. Because you put your picnic on this board to send your picnic to school, and your picnic just don't come back home through foolishness. And the entire media landscape has shut down with people trying to place blame. Who do it? Transport authority wrong, busman wrong, all of these type of things. And these conversations need to be had. But first of all, somebody needs to acknowledge that there is a human that is no longer with us, a child who will no longer get to reach their full potential because something has happened and they are no longer here. And not one of you has stopped to say rest in peace. Nobody has stopped to send condolences to these parents, and I understand that Jamaica has gotten to a point where death is commonplace, but we cannot as media practitioners become so cavalier as to forget the humanity in it. We cannot forget the human that was lost. Rest in peace to this student. My condolences to your family, and if there's anybody who is close to this family and anything that can be done for them, please do it. And if any of these authorities choose to accept the blame for what has happened to this child, they need to do something to ease the pain of this family. Nothing will bring this child back, but something has to be done. Media practitioners, get your stuff together. You cannot jump to the sensation of the story and start reading tweets about who is upset before you said, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, mother, you lost your child. Foolishness. Who is wrong in it? Both of them are wrong in it. Transport authority is wrong. The driver is wrong. And you know the third party that's wrong? Us. Because we encourage these busmen and these taxi drivers to do every kind of illegal thing. We have a system in Jamaica where it is too hard to get things done the legal way. Everybody have to do it illegally. So you have to buy your driver's license, because if you go down at the depot to try to get your license, they're going to turn it back out 6 times. And then when you come the 6th time, they're going to look on you and say, you hard on yourself, why you don't just pay. We have created a system where instead of passing your car legally, you pay a man to get the car passed. Why? Because the man them down at the depot look at money out for you anyway, so you cannot get it passed. Corruption on either side. The people them at the various depots and departments are corrupt, and we have fallen into the habit of going along with that corruption and paying for everything to get done. We are the ones who encourage taximan and bus driver to drive on the soft shoulder, because we want to make a 45-minute drive in 15 minutes, and we sit down there and cheer when them do it. And if one person should dare to speak up and say, driver, I'm not like the way you drive, the whole bus turn around and trace out that person and kick them off of the bus, because they don't want to wake up out of them goddamn bed when they need to wake up to take the time it takes for them to make the drive. Jamaica not have enough road, and you know the traffic is out there. You know that you need to take this amount of time. While the backside you feel that you can sleep until 8:15 and make it to work from 8:30, and you live in backside old Portmore and work in Kingston. It does not work. We have created a setting where the busmen are used to doing things that are not correct, and why it is that they might travel on the road with incorrect papers, and why it is that they would have to run when police stop them. But the next thing is that transport authority need to exercise some sense. Look here, this is not Rambo. This is not Crocodile Dundee. There's not going to be anybody doubling up and jumping out of the back of any vehicle and firing gun on anybody here. There are people's children in the middle of that gunfire, and I refuse to lose any more Jamaicans to your foolishness. Everybody is afraid of anybody who is associated with the law, because they have a shoot first, ask question later mentality. And transport authority might not have any type of gun or anything like that with them, but them have them policeman back it if they. And if you is a black Jamaican, they must shoot upon you first, and then afterwards just plant a gun upon you and explain that, oh, you open fire, when it's only police issue shells that are around the place. I'm not saying that all police are corrupt. I'm not saying that all Jamaicans are innocent. I am saying that all of us are trapped in a cycle of corruption, and it is only Jamaicans who are dying. Everybody was wrong in that situation, and this boss man run away from the scene of the crime, left the dead picnic and the other injured picnic, but only want to turn over transport authority vehicle before I go hunt down this man and beat him. But then you have to understand the man afraid, because if that man get catch, only say when I go hunt him down and beat him. So where is it that we actually can begin to make some sense out of this situation? We help to create the conditions that lead to these things. If we made sure that every person who was on the road driving had to have legal documents, we enforce that from the first instance. If we made it easier for a person to legally get their vehicle in order to be on the road, if things were not so corrupt and it never cost you $25,000 to get a general license, people wouldn't do the things that they have to do. But that being said, now that you've done it, you're on the road and you have a responsibility, and there are people in your care when you are a driver. You cannot chase away from the police. You stop. You hope that the fact that there are witnesses mean that you won't get shot up accidentally, but you stop. Because this is your responsibility. And as for the transport authority, it's not no when you're doing this foolishness, chasing down full buses of humans. I understand you want to get your job done, but there's a collector of taxes. They're collector of taxes. Get the license plate, go to the collector of taxes, find out who the vehicle belongs to and track them down. That way you do not chase down people on a road. What is this foolishness? You don't think? Listen, you need to learn how to think. I'm sick and tired of this shit. My condolences to the family. Rest in peace to the child. The other children who are injured, I hope that they make it out okay. When this 9-day talk is over, I hope that we have learned something at the end of it and we can do something to change some system. As a person who is a media practitioner, because whether you take me seriously sitting down here talking to my camera in my room or not, I am a part of the media. As a person who is a media practitioner, other media practitioners, get to act together. Before you start reading tweets about who had grieve over it, have the common decency to tell that parent, I am so sorry for the loss of your child.